Yo, what is up, guys? It is Lucidius back in the studio, whipping you guys up yet again, another banger. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. It has been a long time since I've uploaded, so I do apologize to those of you that love watching these videos. Life got busy, I got a job, I kind of just started focusing on other things, started smoking a lot more dope too, but here we are. Right? Here we are. Now, let's just kind of jump right into it. Today's story involves pharmaceutical Percocets, and this story is not as long ago as it should be. Let's just put it that way. Now, to provide a little bit of context, I recently got a job at a pharmacy. It's an amazing job. I make good money. The hours are great. I work with good people, and overall, nothing's hard. Like, I can pull up there nicely faded, and I'm not going to have to be worrying about getting blicked with some stupid ass shit, right? I'm not gonna have to deal with annoying ass customers. Like, I rarely have to talk to them. You know, they ask me like, oh, where's your Benadryl? Where's your drugs? Type shit like that, and I know where it all is, so it's easy. But anyway, I digressed. So at this specific place of work that I work at, I have an amazing coworker, and we're gonna call her Jessica. Now, she's a bit older than me, a little more set up in life. And she's very, very chill. Like, she is definitely on the same type of wavelength as I would say, because she's about that life, she'll have a couple drinks, she's chill, like, she's not an annoying person. So it was just, it was luck of the draw. I got a good coworker, right? Now, months go by, and obviously we build our work relationship, we get more comfortable, we realize that she lives not too far away from I do, and she actually lives really close to a friend of mine, so it gives me like an even bigger reason to go over there. Now, one day she invites me, and at the point in time in my life, I wasn't feeling too social. I say at that point in time in my life, but it wasn't that long ago. But I don't know, I just wasn't feeling too social. I'm not really a social person. I kind of just enjoy hanging out in my small circle because, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I should put myself out there more, but I prefer to just stay low key. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. But on this specific day, I was kind of feeling a bit bored. So I was like, you know what? She's chill, like, I'm not gonna freaking say I'm gonna go over and then not go over. So I was like, fuck it, I'll head over. Because at this point, she'd sent me a text asking if I was still going over. So I was like, yeah, let me just eat some dinner. I'll pop over. So I eat some dinner. I drive over there. And I pop out some za because her friend, which we're going to call Mary, her friend smokes za. So it was just it was also another excuse to go over there. Because it's like, all right, well, her friend smokes za, so I can go over. She can smoke some za. If it gets awkward, I'll just be like, all right, peace. I just came over to smoke and just chill, now I'm gone. Anyway, we're smoking. We begin to talk about substances and stuff. And we start bringing up like the drugs we've done. And she asked me what drugs I've done. And first thing I think I said was Percs. And she's like, oh, really? Because I'm on Percs right now. And that shit was just mind-blowing to me. And it sent like a little tingle up my spine. I realized that there was an opportunity. I realized that this was a great connection I was making. This was like networking. I could possibly get Percs from this friendship. If it, if it goes that way. I'm not trying to use someone for Percs, but if I get a perk from being friends with someone, that's great networking. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we're talking about that, and she's like, oh shit, you've done Percs? I'm on them right now. I did them at work. And I'm like, holy fuck, like, give me some. I didn't immediately say that. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I couldn't even tell. And we continue to list off the other drugs that we've done, to the point where she's like, you know what, just want to see my collection of scripts. And I'm like, fuck it. So we go downstairs. She hands me a brew. I crack it open. I'm drinking it. And she opens this box, and it's just a magical, mystical box of just hundreds of, well, not hundreds, that's a complete over-exaggeration, but every single script you could ever imagine. And it's so beautiful. Jessica had the scripts. I don't know if I gave her a name yet. I may have. I don't know. I have dementia. I forget things. But Jessica, she had them scripts. So I was very, very just enticed, you could say. It was beautiful to look at. I was just happy that my blessed eyes could be blessed with this blessed sight, you know, triple blessing. So yeah, then I'm like, well, where's the perks? Because I kind of wanted to see what they look like, and they were in her bag. She had that shit in her front inventory. So she pulls them out. I have a look at them. I'm like, damn, like, I realized they're perk 5s. I'm like, how would one even make you feel anything? Because I'm like, the perks I did were perk 5s. And because we were still kind of trying to discuss whether or not the perks I had done in the past were fake or not. Now, if you'd watched videos in the past, you know damn well those are fake. You know those perks were fake. But we were still trying to discuss that. And she said they were fake. I'm pretty much 100% sure now the perks I've done in the past were fentanyl. I just know now because the perks I ended up getting from her were very different. But I was looking at it and I'm like, damn, yeah, how much would one feel like? What would one feel like? And she's like, you know what? Just have it. And I popped that shit immediately with a swig of that cider. And we were just kind of listening to music after that, chilling. Shooting the shit, just chatting about like artists and like type of like, you know, the type of artists we listen to, just talking about life, just having a good time, you know. It was chill. 30 minutes goes by though, and I just wasn't feeling that perk, and I could tell that Jessica was feeling that perk, and I was like, damn, I'm trying to get like you. I don't know why I'm not feeling this. And she's like, damn, you're not feeling that? Go grab some more. So I grabbed myself a couple more, approximately 3 more. So now we're at approximately 20 milligrams of Percocet. And yeah, I popped that with, once again, a swig of alcohol. So we sat down and we started watching Cops, and this shit was fucking hilarious. So hilarious. But at this point, she started nodding off. We went out for a cigarette, and mid-convo, she literally would just start nodding off. And it was at first very concerning because I've seen crackheads nodding off, but seeing your coworker that's professional as hell and really good at their job nod off is a real change of events. So I was kind of stressed out. I was like, shit, is she fucking overdosing? I quickly realized though that she was just really feeling the yerks. I calmed down and figured out how these things work. I realized that you don't immediately start overdosing and dying if you're nodding off. But yeah, we go downstairs after we finish our smoke, and we continue to watch Cops, and I'm still not feeling this shit. At this point, she cracks out the hard liquor, and holy crap, I hate hard liquor. I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I cannot fucking stand it. It instantly makes me sick. Nowadays, I would say I have a really good stomach. In the past, it used to be fucking pathetic. One bad Filet-O-Fish and I would throw up everywhere type shit. But like, yeah, nowadays it's all good. But hard liquor will always make me throw up no matter what. Nothing's gonna change that. But I wasn't trying to be a pussy, and she asked me if we should bring it out, and I said yes. I don't know why I said yes, knowing damn well I didn't really want to drink this, but I guess my inner soul was just feeling fucking tweaky tonight. And she brings it out. I did ask to grab some chaser because I wasn't gonna drink this shit fucking raw. She grabbed some ginger ale, and she just starts drinking this shit like water. Just mind blowing. I don't know how she does it. I also started to grow very concerned for her liver, considering these perks have like fucking a shit ton of acetaminophen in them. Not to mention, when she first showed me the perks, this is something I forgot to say. I'm like, how many do you normally take? And she just pours 8 of them out, which is like the equivalent of a perk 30 and a perk 10, and just pops it. Not to mention all the acetaminophen and alcohol. Your liver, I don't know how her liver is okay. I pray to God that nothing happens to her and her liver, because once again, it's an anomaly. But anyway, she drinks that shit like water, that hard liquor, and she passes it to me. I take one fucking swig with a chase of ginger ale after, and I immediately like have to start battling demons. Like, it was not good. I started sweating bullets. She's like, oh shit, are you gonna throw up? And she gives me her cat, and her cat's like part Maine Coon, so it's a really, really cool cat. And for some reason, it just actually had me calming down. And so yeah, after that, I just chilled. I decided not to touch the hard liquor. I think I had maybe one more shot towards the end. Had a very similar circumstance happen, but didn't touch it much more. But yeah, we kept watching that shit, and eventually I noticed like she was just done. Like she was showing me TikToks too, but she at one point fell asleep. Like I wouldn't even call it nodding off. Like she just fell asleep. So I'm like, Jessica, the Yerkees got you. Let's go. And she's like, no, they don't. I'm still awake. I'm like, Jessica, these Yerks got your ass. So we get up and she begins to put stuff away because I'm like, let's just go have a smoke and I'll head out. I'll let you sleep because she had a friend over that was trying to sleep. She had work early in the morning. So we pop out on her back deck again to smoke. But before we do that, I ask her one last time, can I have a couple more perks because I'm not feeling this? And she looks at me. She looks at me as if almost like a mother deciding whether or not they should let their kid have a piece of candy, you know? And she's like, yeah, fine. And oh man, she allowed me to have a few more. And at this point, I got 4 more. I wanted to have the equivalent of what she had because I was trying to get to her level. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, I popped those in my pocket because I didn't have anything to chase it down with at that point. But yeah, we went on the front deck, we started smoking, talking about shit, and then I got halfway through my second joint and she completely nodded off again. So I just put it out and was like, all right, Jess, I'm leaving. But I gave her a hug and I just popped in my vehicle and I filmed a video immediately because my boy, I forgot what name I normally give him in the past, but let's just call this guy fucking Johnny. I think that's the name I always give him. Johnny, I just send a video of these beautiful perks. I'm like, Johnny, I'm like, not going to tell you where I got them, but this is what I got, you know, just teasing his ass a bit. And then I proceeded to pop those things right after. And oh my Lord, I drove home, which is a horrible idea. Don't do this. This just for legal reasons, this happened fucking many years ago outside of legal jurisdiction, so don't even try. But yeah, I drove home off this shit. I was perfectly fine. At this point, the perks hadn't really hit, and I have low-key been drinking daily for a bit. Now that makes me seem like a bum, but I also go to the gym daily. I've low-key just been partying a bit. And but yeah, I've been drinking daily, so the liquor hadn't really gotten to me. Not that that's an excuse to fucking drink and drive, but I started drinking and driving and I was off the perks. So I got home, sat down, and this is when the perks started to hit. I mean, kind of towards the end of the drive, I really started to feel it, but when I sat down and smoked a bowl, I entered heaven. I just felt this beautiful, clean, pharmaceutical opioid running through my brains, and it was so good. I had a nice nod too, I'm not gonna lie. I was nodding off a bit, but it was just the best feeling ever. Overall, opioids, hella addictive. Don't recommend doing them because you might get addicted to them. Will I do perks in the future? I might. Could this possibly be the start of a crazy ass addiction? Maybe. But do I love them? Yes. Perks are amazing. I love perks, okay? I used to recommend not doing drugs, and I still recommend not doing drugs, but perks are fucking amazing. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I'm sitting there basically nodding off, smoking my dope, feeling great. But the story kind of takes a bit of a bad turn. You see, I started getting so fucking itchy. I must have had like an allergic reaction. And my nod at around like 3 a.m. was cut short. Well, I keep calling it a nod, but my high. But before I got hot, or before I started itching, I was playing a game called Polygon, which is a first-person shooter, and I was literally top of the leaderboard. I was popping off, like going crazy, playing this game better than I ever have before, dropping like 50 kills, 10 deaths, you know, in a lobby with 32 people, doing crazy wicked shit. It was honestly insane. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, yo, why am I playing better when I'm fucking drunk as shit and off the yerks? Like, it made no sense to me. But yeah, that's when I started itching. So I'm sorry if I confused you because I kind of like messed up the chronological order. But yeah, once I got home, started smoking bowls and playing games and feeling good, then I started itching everywhere after a while. And yeah, I think it must have been an allergic reaction, and it felt kind of shitty. From there, I proceeded to lay down. I tried to sleep, but every single time I was about to fall asleep, I'd get itches everywhere, and it was horrible. I really wish I had like fucking Benadryl or like promethazine, some type of antihistamine to prevent that, but lesson learned for next time. But yeah, guys, that's how I popped 40 milligrams of Percocet and got fucking lit, played video games, drove off them things, had a great time. Overall, I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I will catch you all in the next one.